All right, everybody. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Another great show tonight we have planned. We're super excited. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. If you're watching us from either Facebook or YouTube, we continue to ask folks to help us by subscribing to our YouTube page at Delgado Guitars. You're at live from the Music Makers stage. We got a great show tonight. We're always excited. During the sound check, it was really cool because I get to put on the clamshells, the headphones, and listen to these beautiful harmonies. So you guys are going to get to experience that tonight, and we're really excited. It was just it was like being in church. So I'm really happy about it. We really quick again. We want to thank. Obviously, this is something that we bring to you from Delgado Guitars, Music Maker Stage, La Tradicion, our brands. Thanks for continuing to support live music. A lot of artists right now are just not able to tour. They're being wise and they're choosing to find creative ways. Either if they can do a live show and make sure that they can be safe, then they'll do that. But there's not a ton of those available. They're doing I don't know what it's called anymore. I say Skype, but I know it's something else now. But the Zoom. Thank you. Yeah, the Zoom or different ways like that. So last year, Julie and I wanted to try to find a way to be creative and create a space where the artists could still come and reach folks and that we could show some support. So we do these shows for free, but it's because of great folks like Bose. I love the Bose system. They really help us out and allow us to be able to pipe a great sound out to you. The East Nashvilleian have been great supporters to us. LR Bags has been supporting us by sending us some DIs and stuff that we can use for our artists. And then again, our business, we continue to support this as well. But I say that it's a free show, but you can show a little bit of love. During the show, you're going to see a Venmo link on there. Even if it's $5, something that may not seem like a lot to you, to these artists, it's going to mean the world just to know that you took the time to send a small tip to them, and it helps us so that we can continue to encourage other artists to come out, and it also inspires them to try to find creative ways to continue to send music out to you. So I'm going to talk more about that in the middle of the show, and I'll have something to say at the end. But I'm just really excited about our show tonight. So I'm going to say from left to right. Okay, from left to right, we have Eve. Now, am I saying it right? Is it Selis? Okay, all right. We have Eve Selis. We have Kim McLean, who I was fortunate enough to meet a couple of months ago, and we made friends via Zoom. It wasn't Skype. And Randi Driscoll, and a couple of California gals here, so we're really excited about that also. But the trio just, do we have a name for the trio? I forgot to ask. No. Okay. Well, it doesn't matter. We'll either way. All right. We'll take suggestions, but from left to right, as I mentioned. So without further ado, live from the Music Makers stage, here we go.
All right. Welcome, everybody. I'm so glad to be here tonight. I'm Kim McLean, and I invited Eve and Randi to play this show with me tonight, and we're very excited. It's our first gig of 2021, and so we're gonna start. We're gonna start with a song I wrote a while back, and called "Unapologetic," and it's kind of how I'm feeling right now. I will not apologize for flying. Tell the truth, I'm testifying. I'll no longer compromise believing. Now on out I'll stand my sacred ground. No more to be the prey of those deceiving. Thieves and liars come to take me down, down, down. So here I go. And my courage keep me shining in the night. Here I go. Hey, forgiveness, won't you come and make things right? Paint a picture, make it clear. Jesus, get me out of here. It's time to be among the wise. I will no longer compromise. There is a valley full of shame where they used to say my name. I am going to the mountain, 'cause someone waits for me. Someone waits for me. Here I go. Come on, courage, keep me shining in the night. Here I go. Hey, forgiveness, won't you come and make things right? Paint a picture, make it clear. Jesus, get me out of here. I am not broken like before. I will apologize no more. I am not broken like before. I will apologize no more.
Yay, Kimmy! That is a perfect song to
Come
start
on, courage.
2021 with, man.
That's right. It's
I
a
love
good
it.
word for the year, huh?
I love it. Okay. Woo. All right. So excited to be here. It was such a crazy feeling driving over here going, how do I do this again? What are we supposed to do? I can't remember anything. Do you guys feel the same way?
No.
It's been 10 months. I mean, this is just, everybody
weird.
knows. We all know. We don't need to keep saying that, but it just really feels crazy. And I'm excited to sing this first song. I'm singing songs that I can actually play too. So what? This is a big thing for me, people. Oh.
2021, it's all new.
Anyway.
New year.
new stuff. Wrote this song with Kim and Andrew Rollins. Kim McLean and Andrew Rollins. And it's inspired by the book, The Little Prince, which happens to be my favorite book of all time. And we wrote it in hopes that it might make it into the latest animated film for The Little Prince, but
And it would have been perfect.
it would have been perfect for the scrolling and credits. Come on. Instead, it ended up being the title track of my last CD. So
Which
it
is
all worked
fabulous.
out, right?
It's better. Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. Ready? Kept a flower neath the glass, watered her until at last she told me it was not enough, and I should go away. So off I flew into the sky. Night is day and day is night. A million stars went laughing by with happy things to say. It's so sad when joy is alone. Just a boy, longing for home. See me with your heart, see. Maybe then you'll find me. Never stop believing. until you fall. See me with your heart please.
Sorry, guys.
Baby, that you love me. Feelings shouldn't hide, invisible inside. See me with your heart. See me with your heart. Galaxies beyond goodbye. Let a king with perfect pride. Another man who drank away his miracles and tears. In a field of golden wheat, a pretty fox whispered to me, it's in the taming of our need, the lonely disappear. The world I left seems beautiful now. A tiny rose has tamed me somehow. See me with your heart, see, maybe then you'll find me. Never stop believing. Dream until you fall. See me with your heart bleed. Baby, that you love me. Feelings shouldn't hide, invisible inside. See me with your heart. See me with your heart. See me with your heart. Please see me with your Only one mistake. I'll get there.
And I mean, what a coincidence that my mask has that exact phrase on it. What are the odds of that?
Isn't that crazy?
Safe and special.
Let me know if y'all want to see me with your heart mask.
It's awesome. I love it. I love that song. So
Thank you.
beautiful.
I love you. First time I played it live was at a concert with you
Yeah.
in San
Yeah. It
Diego.
sounds great.
In Shelley Hess's backyard.
Beautiful. It's Shelly Hess. Oh, backyards. Remember them?
Backyards, remember?
It is great to be here and so wonderful to be with these two beautiful, empowering, talented women. Makes me so happy. And if you could check out this crew, my goodness, it inspired me to want to sing this as my first song tonight. I have a daughter. She's 8 years old. And yes, some of my music definitely is written with her in mind. That just happens, right, when you're mamas. And so we were at a show in Franklin. And I was selling my merch, and she asked me if she could have a CD, and I said, of course you can have a CD, and I gave her one, and she went home, and then she asked me, Mama, how do I play this? Which is, yeah, And I was like, oh, you're going to need a boombox. So I got her a boombox, and she played the CD. And the next day, she was having a little friend over for a play date, and I walked by her room. I was doing laundry, and I listened in, and she was singing along with my songs. And I thought, oh, my gosh, it was super special to me, and it made me realize, as singer-songwriters, we're always striving for different things, to be better, to work more, to work harder, and then there's where's your song is going to go, and it occurred to me that if that's what fame felt like, then I was really happy to be famous just with her. And I told my drummer that story, Noah, and he said, you should write a song about that. So I did, and I'm going to start with that. And tonight, it's definitely dedicated to this awesome crew. So. All those fancy cars, all those pretty little diamond rings, all
'cause if I am, then I'm doing fine. For all I got wrong, I got a whole lot right. If I'm famous in her eyes. All those wasted years, precious time being what I ain't. All the ups and downs, all the runarounds, well, I really can't complain. 'Cause when she's holding me in her little hand and she says, Mama, come on and dance, I could walk on the moon, but I'm telling you, I'm happy where I am. Just wanna be famous in her eyes. 'Cause if I am, then I won the prize. For all I got wrong, I got a whole lot right. If I'm famous in her eyes, just wanna be famous in her eyes. 'Cause if I am, then I'm doing fine. For all I got wrong, I got a whole lot right. If I'm famous in her eyes. Everybody needs somebody to carry them across the finish line. Somebody to lift them up, to show them love, to water them with sunshine. So if you're feeling like hope is gone and blue skies you ain't seeing none, try to remember what I'm telling you, friends. You're famous to someone. Just wanna be famous in her eyes. 'Cause if I am, then I won the prize. For all I got wrong, I got a whole lot right. If I'm famous in her eyes. All those fancy cars, all those pretty little diamond rings, all the lights of the city, all the glitter, all the gold, well, they don't mean a thing.
Thanks. It's a mom song, ain't it? It's totally.
It so is.
I can just see Skylar dancing around too.
I know. Does she dance? Does she
Oh, yeah.
dance too?
In her underwear. No better way. Sorry.
No.
Like you do. Yeah. Especially this past year, right? I don't know.
Oh, that's great, Randy, and I love that. I have 2 little girls that are not so little anymore. So, well, lately, you know, I think we've all gotten a little more introspective with everything going on, and staying home is my forte. I really haven't. It's gone well for me in some sense, but everything going on around in our world is, you know, it really opens up your heart all the more. So I wanted to, the rest of my songs tonight are what I call journal songs. If I were journaling, you know, I love to write in my journal every day, and I carry it with me everywhere. And a journal song is what I think of as the song that's born from those journal entries, and they're kind of from my secret place, you know, and so kind of deep thoughty. So I've been working on some liner notes to go with this particular song. I'm going to read you a snippet of it to tell you where the song came from. This song is called Circles Around the Sun, and I just recorded it not too long ago. I haven't released it yet. But this song is a song of longing. I want to know God. I do know God with a certain unknowing. This is me. Sentences like that about knowing and unknowing God. To some people, it's crazy psychic nonsense and philosophical Play-Doh. But it's my happy place. Those who prefer the pragmatic brick-and-mortar how-to life say that I overthink things. Down on planet Earth, they want things grounded with a guise of safety. I get it. but I've always felt much safer in the thermosphere just before the atmosphere drops off into infinite space. It's not quite heaven, but I can see heaven from here. This song came to me while I was on one of those mystic journeys. I'd been invited there by Rainer Maria Rilke as I was reading from his Book of Hours, a book of poetry. He said, "I live my life in widening circles that reach out across the world. I may not complete this last one, but I give myself to it. I circle around God, around the primordial tower. I've been circling for thousands of years, and I still don't know. Am I a falcon, a storm, or a great song?" Those are the words that inspired this song. I've been circling too. When I write songs, when I write anything, I'm circling. When I sing, when I pray, when I teach, I'm circling. If wishes were circles around the sun, and all that has been had just now begun, I'd chase the gold flame till the light had come, and be the one who loves you. When will I believe again? My dreams have all faded and God is dark. They drank up the tears of my broken heart. I emptied my soul to be where you are, to walk the salty ocean. When will I believe again? Can you hear me? I am calling. I am falling after you. Will you make another blue sky? Will you kiss me with the truth? Your song is the cry of a gentle voice, the secret that gives me no other choice. But doubt comes defending the angry noise, the sacred void of longing. When will I believe again? Can you hear me? I am calling. I am falling after you. Will you make another blue sky and kiss me with the truth? If wishes were circles around the sun, I'd fly up to heaven and follow one. Blind me with faith till the world is done. I need to run to find you. Then I will believe again.
Wow. Wowie, wowie. So good. Oh. It's so fun when you do things like this and you're just completely
I just completely pulled in by both of you that it's like I forget.
Yeah.
Oh, I got to
Oh,
sing now.
yep.
I'm like enjoying the show. This is great. I got a really good seat.
Got a great seat, yeah.
You know, and while you were singing, I'm like kind of doing this and looking up, and I realized those lights have guitar bodies as sconces.
Cool. Yeah.
Very
That is
cool.
the coolest ever. This is a really
This is a
cool
really
vibey
It is
place.
a nice place.
$10 Home Depot lights, and we built the light.
There
And
you
you built
go.
the well, of course.
Great.
But you know, you just don't see very many sconces that look like guitar bodies. Right? Good job. Well done. Okay. All right. So I'm going to do a song. This is a song I wrote. I wrote this with specific people in mind, and it's from an aunt. This was for my niece, 2 nieces and my nephew. So it's from an aunt's perspective. So there's that kind of, you know, when you're an auntie, you're, you know, you're kind of mother henny, even though you're not, and you give them a lot of sugar and then you send them home, because that's your job, right? But my 2 nieces and nephew have gone through a very traumatic, tragic event in their lives, and they were the ones I was singing to when I wrote this song. But it really feels like it's for everything. Doesn't everything feel like it's for us during this pandemic time? And there's just, we don't know the end of the story. And so we think we know what's going to happen. We all think we know what's going to go on, and none of us know. And we're just taking it day by day, which is actually exactly how we're supposed to live, one day at a time. But most people live in the future or the past. And so this song is called End of the Story. And the girls are going to sing with me, and I'm so excited. And this is the first time I'm like doing this live by myself on guitar and everything. So a little grace, people. Okay, how does this song go? You must feel so lost and alone. Your dreams have died. Your hope is gone. Angry and broken. Will it ever be okay? You can't go back. Can't face today. Will it always feel this way? But you don't know the end of the story. It's hard to believe what you can't see. You don't know the end of the story till love steps in and you let go. What you don't know. There are words you can't hear. There's a stillness that you feel. Time is frozen. You will never be the same. The sun comes up, then the light fades, but it won't always feel this way. 'Cause you don't know the end of the story. It's hard to believe what you can't see. You don't know the end of the story till love steps in and you let go. Well, you don't know. It's hard to know the truth. You don't know what to do. Oh, love is the only thing that's real. Oh, that's real. 'Cause you don't know the end of the story. It's hard to believe what you can't see. You don't know the end of the story till love steps in
And now we are
start
having
crying.
church. We need our tissue.
Gonna need a
Get all
minute,
this
so-
emotional and it's like, oh darn it, what
Let's
chord's
take a
next?
break. Beautiful baby doll. So pretty.
Oh,
If
Is-
music doesn't make you do that, then what good is music for, right?
I
exactly.
know. So good.
And lately,
That
I
was
don't,
great.
I don't know
I'd
about
loan you
you
my
guys
tissue, but
too, but like lately everything has got me. Right, everything's got me. Like everything, a good, I just cry at everything.
Is
so
it the
I'm
truth?
right behind, I'm like literally one chord away from joining you. So. Woo!
that was fine
Beautiful.
guitar playing too.
Beautiful.
Oh.
Yes, it was.
I'm getting there.
So proud of you.
My goal is not to be a great guitar player. My goal is to just be a better guitar player
No,
than
it's
I am right
beautiful.
now.
You're doing awesome, sweetheart. This is awesome. This is so great. Thanks for inviting us. This is so wonderful and so needed. And I told some people about the shows, and they were like, "I'm so glad you're doing some music. We want to, we want to see more music and live music, live streaming music." But I feel like I needed it too. Like, my soul has been longing.
But you have no. You should tell everyone about the show that you do.
Oh, so at the beginning of the shutdown, I guess my family and I too I turned to my husband. I said we should do something, and so we wound up doing a live stream every evening for 70 consecutive nights. And then we finally took a break. Yeah, it was awesome. It was a variety show, part comedy, part music. We had guests on every night virtually, but it was because I was lonely. I'll be honest. I was missing what I do, and my tours were canceled, right?
Yes.
And then now we go every week. We try to go live every week. And we haven't kicked off this year yet. But anyway, so it's been,
Hey, but you're live right now.
But I'm live right now, yeah.
And Ryan Michael says, love you, Randy.
Oh, you're on? Oh, how
Yes.
fun.
And
Hi.
Stephen Oliver, tears. Oh, that was for me.
I
Sorry.
know, I'm running out of battery, so I can't pull it up here on my... That was private. Was that a private one? How are you all doing it? I know, see? Tech. All right. Well, you tell me who's saying hi, and we'll say hi to everybody. So about a year ago, I did the daunting task of cleaning up the home that I grew up in. Cleaning it out after my family had lived there for 40 years, and that led to a whole lot of songs. And so but one of the things I found were like my journals. For speaking of journaling, from when I was a little girl. And the things that I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to run away to California to be a soap opera star. That was very apparent. That didn't exactly end up that way, but I was reading all these notes that I wrote to myself, and things that I wrote in my diary, and I was just feeling like I wish I could go back and talk to that little girl that was writing in her diary and tell her things. So I wrote this song, and it's about being able to go back and talk to my younger self. And it's called, it hasn't been recorded yet, but I think it's called If I Would or Could.
If I could, then I would go back and tell you how beautiful you are, how perfect is made up of your scars. If I could, then I would go back and tell you how brave you've always been and how they were always noticing. If I could, then I would go back and tell you some people never change, but you're gonna love them anyway. If I could, then I would go back and tell you don't waste your time on tears. Everyone's fighting the same fears. If I could, then I would go back and tell you that every stone you stumbled on was making you strong. If you could see the future me talking to a younger you, to tell you everything will turn out fine. Have no regrets, 'cause all the best hasn't even happened yet. Life is short, so take your time. If I could, then I would go back and tell you that he ain't worth your time. There's somebody better down the line. If I could, then I would go back and tell you don't listen to a thing they try to tell you what to sing. If I could, then I would go back and tell you wherever you may roam, Just when you thought it was over, you were done. If I could, then I would go back until you stop moving so fast. Make it last. If I could, then I would go back and whisper in your ear. If you could see the future you and all the things you're gonna do, how everything is gonna turn out fine. Have no regrets, all the best. Well, it hasn't even happened yet. Life is short, so take your life is short, don't waste your life is short, honey. Take your time.
Woo!
Yeah. Thank you.
I'm gonna interrupt for a second here and just remind folks we do the show for free, but you have an opportunity to show our artists some love. They have a PayPal account where you can go and send some love, and I'm just gonna show you. Just go to PayPal and either hit the money or this little lightning bolt logo down there, either way, and then just put send money, and then we're going to put in Kim, Kim, McLean, McLean, music, no spaces, at gmail.com. Where's the at symbol? There we go, at gmail.com. And then you're going to see there's Kim right there. Looks like she's got I don't have my glasses on. Do you have a cowboy hat on in that photo, Kim? I don't know. But it's definitely you. She's got a guitar. I don't have my glasses on. Oh, no. You have your hair. Oh, my gosh. Your hair looks really long in that. Or maybe it's a beautiful strap.
Really?
I don't know. Anyways. And then we're going to go here.
Wait,
I'm so curious to see what
I
you're
know,
looking
right?
at.
You want to know what you look like. And then you put an amount that you want to give. And then, if you want to put a little note, you can say thanks or thanks for the music.
I think it was.
And then you just hit continue. And then at the bottom, there's going to be a little boom and send payment. And there you go. And that's just one way that you can show a little bit of love to these artists. Okay? All right.
That's so
Nice.
cool.
This show comes with a tutorial.
I think
love
it's
that.
so
That's
important
great.
because I need to be walked through things like that. Like, how do I do
No,
this?
I do too.
That's why we have kids, so they can
And
walk us
some
through it.
Kim McLean out there with really long hair and a cowboy hat is going to do fine tonight. No, I'm kidding.
My hair is going through phase. Well, I cut it short. Now it's beginning to grow longer again, but in these different phases, it has curly times,
Love it.
which
Yeah.
apparently
It has
makes it
curly
look.
times.
It makes it look like a cowboy hat on
So
hot summer days.
real quick, Randy, Ryan said, shout out to the Randy from her Highland Middle School family in Highland, New York.
Wow.
That's awesome.
And love you, Randy. Ashlyn
Oh,
Valdez.
Aw.
And I just...
Excited that I can see the font.
Can I just tell you
Read
that
it.
really fast, that story, is that I did my first ever Zoom school assembly. That's how you know things have changed, yeah.
Oh,
So like an assembly where I would go perform, but to a school. On Zoom. Virtually.
so you were in your house,
Yes.
and they
Yes.
were in their
Yes,
classrooms
students
on
in
a
their
TV.
classrooms and many were home. Isn't that neat? So shout out to Highland, yeah. Crazy.
Oh,
It's a new
that's
day.
great.
It's a new day.
Wow.
All right.
What you got for us, Kimmy?
Well, now that Randy has made you feel sentimental and cheered up, I'm going to be deep and thoughty and angsty again. So,
I like angsty.
well, I wasn't angsty before, but this is a little angsty.
I do like angsty. I do. More,
Kimmy, we
more.
need you.
Well, I'll do the angsty journal songs, and then you guys can fix it when I'm with your songs, okay?
Oh, no.
But it was just one of those seasons, right? This is a pre-COVID song. Life is all before and after now, a little bit, isn't it?
Absolutely.
It is.
And everything that could change about my life changed, and so it kind of brought on this massive identity crisis. But I was thinking about how even the hardest times it's a blessing to be alive, you know. And I just don't want to live regretting a single day of my life, even the hard days. And so this song was how I was working that through. So. child anymore. I am not a mother, not the way I was before. Who am I now? Who am I now? I am not a sinner or a saint. Have I committed treason or 1,000 acts of grace? Who am I now? Who am I now? If there's only one life, and I want to taste each moment like each one is forever and will never come again, why is it so hard to accept the bitter sweetness, to believe when I am weakest that one day I'll understand your cruel heart, your broken heart, my heart. I am not a lover anymore. Rip away the fear that you brought crashing through the door. Who am I now? Who am I now? Oh, I am not the dreamer that I was. I keep a steady pace, but somehow I don't care enough. They say I'm free. Hey, look at me. If there's only one life, and I wanna taste each moment like each one is forever and will never come again, why is it so hard to accept the bitter sweetness, to believe when I am weakest that one day I'll understand I'm not the same now. I'll take no blame now. I'm letting go now. I figured it out. So much for leaving. Who needs a reason? I still believe in my heart, your heart, and my heart, my heart.
Awesome.
I think that was
So
angsty
delicious.
at all.
No,
Angsty?
that was pretty epic. That was
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
like, I'm speaking my truth in my hands and
Yeah, I wasn't getting angsty out of that.
my
Mm-mm.
fist. What was the guy John Cusack was holding the,
Yes.
you know, like, listen to
Yes,
this.
I was, yeah.
It was good. It was
Yeah,
very, very
I was getting.
good.
I got a good vibe from it.
Okay, good.
I don't know. What does that say about me? Good. I loved it.
Okay. Wow. Hey, Lisa and Brown Sugar are watching.
Oh, yay.
And Suzanne Young is watching.
Oh,
Suzanne.
so sweet.
So let's do Fearless Heart.
Yes.
We're going to do Fearless Heart, and the girls are going to sing on it. And
Let's do it.
I wrote this song with Miss Kimmy right here, and so she's going to do a verse too. Yeah. And this is another song that I can play. So there you have it. And this time, I have the capo on the right fret.
Oh, that's funny.
Because I kept
That's
putting it on
funny.
the 5th fret, and that makes the song a lot higher.
Really hot.
And I was like, this isn't going to work. Exactly. Maybe all of us are searching for some golden meaning. One bright answer written softly in the sky.
this life a perfect tragedy we all have dreamed? Or is the darkness just a canvas for the light? If I had a fearless heart, love would be so easy. As simple as a kiss, as brave and broken as the truth. I'd let go and abandon all the armor I once needed. If I had a fearless heart, I'd give this heart to you. One day I'll embrace the weakness that has caged my soul. I'll surrender to the grace and freely fall. I will trust you, and forgiveness will be our last hope. When at last we both believe the sacred call. If I had a fearless heart, love would be so easy. As simple as a kiss, as brave and broken as the truth. I let go and abandon all the armor I once needed. If I had a fearless heart, I'd give this heart to you. Fearless heart, know you want to be around. Fearless heart, I'll wait for you until love echoes through the clouds. And love will be so easy. Simple as a kiss, as brave and broken as the truth. I let go and abandon all the armor I once needed. If I had a fearless heart, I'd give this heart to you. I'll give my heart to you. Oh, give my heart to you. My heart to you. I'll give my heart to you.
Love that
Fearless heart.
song. Love that song. I love
It's
singing
so
that song.
so great having three parts.
I know.
With-
It sounds great.
I kept jumping to your part because I'm used to doing that part.
But your part's cool. I don't remember your part.
I get to sing nice and low when you're with us.
I love it. Stephen Oliver saying hi.
We will do this more.
Yes,
We
and
will.
Liza Bates.
Yes.
Yes.
Liza,
Liza.
hi Liza.
And Anne
Liza.
Patel.
And Ann.
At the two.
Danielle Lacey on YouTube.
That's my daughter. Hi Danielle.
Patton and Jensen say, good job. Yeah,
Oh,
you're awesome.
it's yayo.
I'd like for you to know that there is a skeleton behind you.
Those are my grandsons.
That's so perfect. I love it.
This is, I will say, this is the one thing about this crazy time is that all these people get to see us perform, right? That wouldn't, so when we did our
Yeah.
12 nights at Jingle Ball, right? Like,
Yes.
so many people have wanted to come to California for years and years and years that I've been doing it to see that show.
Yeah.
But because we had to do everything virtually this year, people are like, I feel like I'm, Colorado and other countries. And I mean, we had a viewer from Japan. I mean, it was like,
that's a neat
it's a
thing.
neat thing.
Some blessings come out
It
of the
is.
heart.
There
It
are
has
some
to.
silver linings.
Yeah.
So it was funny when you were introducing us. It is true. We kind of are the California girls, right? And now here in Nashville. Nashville.
I am new to Nashville.
And
Let's see.
Nashville's not new to you, but you're new to here.
I'm new to living here.
And we're about a little over 2 years in. So I perform this song as kind of a shout out as one of the reasons that I moved here after taking care of my mom for a year during her second battle with cancer. Unfortunately she didn't make it the second time, but she put up a really good fight. But when you lose sort of the last part of your little, your immediate, I guess, family, it kind of teaches you to really look at what matters in life and put things in perspective. And so my little family moved from California, where my husband's commute was 4 hours a day, here to Nashville so that we could essentially spend more time together as a family. And that's having no idea how much time we would spend together as a family. But I love you, honey.
Careful what you ask for. You
No,
might get it.
actually, it's been such a blessing and amazing that he could be with us. But this song was written because when I say this, people are like, what a bummer, oh, you're going to bum them out. But it's not, because I know that my mama went to somewhere amazing. And Mom is up there at definitely a dive bar.
My
And
dad's there
she's-
too.
Yeah, I think a lot of people we know are there, and she's listening to some great music.
Eva Cassidy.
And she's dancing. Oh, and she's dancing with her favorite dance partner, who's my dad. And so this song is actually, in my world, this is a happy song, and I know a lot of people, unfortunately, right now are missing people. So I'm going to sing this right now for all the ones we miss. Amen, 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 amen. Hallelujah, hallelujah, amen, amen, amen. The church was full, they came and they bowed their heads. They sang those hymns, they prayed, they paid their respects. But when all was said and done, they all poured out into the sun, and I was left to watch you fade away. But I did not cry, not a tear was shed. When they asked me why, this is what I said. Mama always told me she would see his face again. And honey, I believe there is a bar in heaven where your drinks are free. And any time, day or night, you find an open seat. Your hands are never tired, your legs are never weak. The game is on, the coffee's strong, the beer's ice cold, the whiskey's neat. The band's playing 24/7. Those angels gonna dance all night long if you let them. They're having one hell of a good time. Won't stop until the sunshine. It's a happy hour in heaven. So heavy hearts, I feel your pain. Let's all raise a glass tonight to those we've loved, to those we've lost. Pray that everything's alright. No, the pain and all the fear we all know here, it just vanishes away, and you get one more chance for that second dance where love will win the day. I hear that song and I swear I can see his face, how it lights right up when she walks into the place, as if not a moment's passed. She falls into his arms at last, and nothing's perfect. Yeah, but this is perfect.
perfect. There is a bar in heaven where your drinks are free, and any time, day or night, you find an open seat. Your hands are never tired, your legs are never weak. The game is on, the coffee's strong, the beer's ice cold, the whiskey's neat. The band's playing 24/7. Those angels gonna dance all night long if you let them. They're having one hell of a good time. They won't stop until the sun shines. It's a happy hour in heaven. Amen. 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 Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Amen.
No, I'm crying too. Okay. You know who's jumped on here? Tim Flannery. Hi, Tim. We love you, Tim. And Andrew, he says I love you. That's her husband.
Aw.
He's a good one. And Sherry. Sherry's here
Sherry.
from
Hi,
Chattanooga.
Sherry.
Yay.
She wanted to be here with us tonight, but
Oh,
so
next time.
Next time.
Sherry,
We'll be
next
four
time. This
girls.
is a
Four
cool-
hippie chicks. We're
super
hippie
cool,
chicks.
super cool gig.
All right.
Do
Well,
we have time for all of us to do one more, you think?
Yes.
Okay.
Right? Yes.
Uno más tiempo, por favor.
Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you so much for
Grazie.
letting us do this in your awesome space.
What you got for us, Kim?
Well, I have a song. Something that helps me through the hard times is my faith. And this song, I love to read Psalms. And so I like to read 5 Psalms a day. Then I get through all 150 every month. And it's amazing how much those texts speak into everything that I could possibly go through. And this is from Psalm 30. Inspired this song, and I co-wrote it with a precious student of mine who is now off doing her own amazing things. Her name is Rachel Nemiroff. And so we just had a good time of worship writing this song. But I find myself going back to this song a lot, feeling encouraged by it. So journal prayer song. I like to journal my prayers a lot. So this is one of those moments that happens a lot for me.
I got to hear this song on Tuesdays with Pastor Kim,
Yes.
TPK.
Yes.
This is, if you didn't know, this is Reverend Dr. Kim McLean up here. Reverend Dr. Kim McLean. Amen.
Out of the depths I cry to you. Oh Lord, I am desperate now. I am not lost, but I am longing deep within. Will you come, even in the dark clouds? There is forgiveness in your presence when I am haunted by things that I have done. How do I live complete surrender? Call to me, and I will run to you. Draw me near, oh Lord, till my whole heart is only yours. Hold me close, keep me close to you. All I want is to love you more. dissolves in light as I pray and I worship and I wait. There is no distance as you heal my brokenness. There is grace after grace after grace after grace. A taste of your goodness and your beauty. There is peace purified by who you are. I find hope in every promise. Now I know I'm never far from you. Draw me near, oh Lord, till my whole heart is only yours. Keep me close to you. All I want is to love you more. I'm laying down my life with every tear. Draw me near, oh Lord, till my whole heart is only yours. Hold me close, keep me close to you. All I want is to love you more. I'm laying down my life with every tear. I'm laying down my life and every fear. I'm laying down my life with every tear. Draw me near. Draw me near. Draw me
What a great song. Loved it. Loved it. Woo, doggies. So good. Yeah, Lan says hello. Lan. Hi, Lan. Lan Slope says hello. She says awesome music from awesome ladies. Yay. Okay, so the last song I'm going to sing is a song Kim and I wrote together. Shocking, I know.
So good.
It happens.
This is from our Cactus Honey CD, and we
Yeah.
we hardly ever get to sing this song because we have to be together. But now we're going to sing it
Cactus
so
Honey
much that
reunited.
people are going to
Yes.
get sick of it.
This song is so duet. It's written as a duet, and it cannot be
duet.
done otherwise.
So duet.
It is duet. It really
You
is.
have no idea. It's so duet.
Okay. I love singing this song with you.
I know, I do too.
It makes me. This is such a sentimental night, and this song makes me. This is the song that makes me think of everyone that I miss.
Aw.
So.
It's called Where'd You Go?
You said that you love me. You said you would try. You kissed me with passion, with tears in your eyes. I thought we were heaven, our souls gently sealed my treasure.
watching from right here. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? I know I'm no angel. Have I broken your heart, or have I been mistreating what I felt in your arms? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Stars are pouring down. Sky is on the ground. It's like diamonds falling deep into the sea. Shimmer away, fade and disappear. As I'm helplessly watching from right here. Where'd you go? You look at me empty, but your eyes tell the truth. I miss you so softly. How I miss me and you. Stars are pouring down. Sky is on the ground. It's like diamonds falling deep into the sea. Shimmer away, fade and disappear. As I'm helplessly watching from right here, and my heart is slowly sinking like a stone. Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go? Where'd you go?
It's a little angsty.
It was angsty.
It doesn't fit.
I don't know.
I don't
If,
think you know what that
if
word
global pandemic doesn't say angst, I don't know what does.
Yeah, it's to me it's not angsty, it's longing and like
Yeah.
like, you know, feel it, you know.
And
You might-
we're like wondering where our past life just went. Because
You know?
this all the way up until
You make me-
2020.
You make me
knew.
feel
Yeah.
so. You
Well-
make me feel so good about me. Would you be my self-esteem?
Yes, I will be.
Wait, was that
I will,
codependent?
you
Wait.
said it. Well, that's like, I don't know if you meant it, but that's a perfect segue to the last song, I think,
Yeah.
really. So thanks so much for having us. We are so blessed to be here tonight and be with the virtual audience online, and for you guys hosting a space where we can safely engage in songing. That's what we're doing. Yeah, thank you so much for making that possible. So I was mentioning before that Andrew and my little family and my daughter Skylar, we did a little show from our home for 70 nights, and during that time, like somewhere around the third month or something of the shutdown, I wrote the song. And the idea was, people say that one of the things I do in my songwriting is that I take a situation that I'm going through or that I see others going through, and I try to flip it upside down and put sort of like a positive spin on it.
Right.
Maybe that's not what I'm really feeling, but I try to do that in my songwriting, you know, and it's been kind of my MO for a while. And so I was looking at this 3-month lockdown thinking we could be at it for a little bit more, and how at that time, like, you know, like the dolphins were swimming and the air was clean and everyone was just coming to one another's, like, you know, help and people being neighborly. And I just was feeling that when we come out of this, we are going to come out of this better and understanding what we gave up and what we lost and what we miss. Like things like tonight, honestly, truly. And things like gathering together in a space and just being together.
Hugging.
So, and Silly had sort of named this song The Year That We Stayed Home, thinking I'm going to have to retitle that because it won't be a year, surely.
Surely not.
Oh, the irony.
You're right. And I'm so blessed that you gals are going to sing it with me tonight. Thank you for lending your beautiful voices. And so this is about what I really do believe it's going to look like very soon on the other side of all this, right?
Much nicer us.
Yeah, exactly.
All of us. The entire planet. Much nicer.
It's called The Year That We Stayed Home.
Remember when we couldn't go outside? And if we did, the space between us felt a mile wide. With our hearts 6 feet apart, we held each other with our eyes. Remember when we couldn't go outside? Remember when together meant alone? We worshipped in our kitchens and our schools were in our homes. Like a window to the soul, we tried to let each other know we weren't together, but we were never alone. Now we hug a little longer, yeah, we kiss a little stronger, treat our neighbor and a stranger as a friend. Yeah, we're all a little kinder, and the earth is a reminder. Where hope and beauty grow, love has no end. For all we know, we didn't know. We learned it all the year that we stayed home. Remember when we found out what we needed? Connection and reflections, memories played out on the screen. Happy birthday from our cars, happy hours in our yards. Remember when we found out what we need? But now we hug a little longer, yeah, we kiss a little stronger, treat a neighbor and a stranger as our friend. Yeah, we're all a little kinder, and the earth is a reminder. Where hope and beauty grow, love has no end. For all we know, we didn't know. We learned it all the year that we stayed home. And every night out in the country, we would howl up at the moon. And in those cities, they would gather, clapping loudly from the roof. Not all heroes wear a cape, not all warriors have a sword. Sometimes winning just means living, and a smile is your reward. Remember when we lost so many lives? The days marched on quietly, we watched the numbers rise. We swore we'd never take for granted what we loved and what we lost. Remember when we found out what it cost? So now we hug a little longer, yeah, we kiss a little stronger, treat our neighbor and a stranger as our friend. Yeah, we're all a little kinder, and the earth is a reminder. Where hope and beauty grow, love has no end. For all we know, we didn't know. We learned so much the year that we stayed home.
Good. So good.
Woo! Wow. That was beautiful. Thank you, ladies. What amazing harmonies and great songs, great lyrics. What songwriting is supposed to be all about. Why people move to this town to hopefully aspire to write music like that. So what a great evening. What a great audience too. You guys have some wonderful people out there. Just great. When I sing, I never get those kinds of comments.
Oh, Chuck E. Cheese just got on, and Randy's here, and Ashlyn, and Suzanne, and Stephen.
Well, we want to thank you all for tuning in tonight. If you're watching and you want to support us, one of the things that you can do is just subscribe to our YouTube page. It seems like a simple thing, but believe it or not, it actually helps us. And the more we can grow our audience, the more that we can hopefully. Our goal is basically to try to find either a sponsor or a few sponsors out there that are willing to support what we're doing. And all we want to do is pass that love on. It means that we can actually give the artists more money when they come and perform. Because that's, the whole reason that we do this is we just want to try to give back to our community, and Nashville is our community. So we just reach out to these artists and ask them if they'll come in and they'll perform. And, we start off our day early with Delgado guitars, and you're going to see our crew here in a little bit, everybody who's working hard. And I'm very fortunate to have my family here, and we're all working together supporting these artists as well. So that's something that you can do as well. Don't forget the PayPal link that's on there. You can even share this event after the fact and maybe send it to somebody and say, hey, check this out, and if you like it, maybe you can send a little bit of love to these three ladies through a virtual tip. So all of that is exciting. I know we didn't have Kim's CD to display, but we did show a couple of other, if you're interested in swag or music or anything like that, you can go to their websites and get more information. Again, I want to, obviously, we're grateful for our business. We give all the glory to God that we've been able to, who would have thought a guitar shop would survive the pandemic? And we're not out of it yet, but, I always say I pray like it all depends on God, and I work like it all depends on me. And we've been working our tails off as a family and just trying to find ways to be creative. And when you're an artist, you're always living in a pandemic. You're always trying to figure out ways to. So we're all kind of thriving in this in some way.
Feast or famine.
Yeah. But I know there's been some folks and some businesses that haven't been as fortunate, and we don't take that lightly. Our heart goes out to them, but we're also grateful to know that we're still able to be here and do things like this. So, we always say we're going to go down doing the right thing. So we're going to just keep trying, continue to try and offer these shows and different things that we can do for our community. Real quick, I also want to thank Bose. I know I mentioned them week after week after week after week, but I got to tell you, I am a dumb woodworker. I build instruments. That's what I do. And for me to have to figure out sound and how to plug in this and do that, I am amazed at some of the things I've been able to figure out. And I really do believe it's because of this Bose system. It's just amazing. It has all kinds of really cool stuff on it. Last week we had a artist that wanted all kinds of reverb and stuff, and I was like, okay, and I figured out how to do it. And so I say that because a lot of times people will reach out to us and say, well, how are you guys streaming this, or what system are you using? We're using the Bose L1 system, and I wish I could tell you more technically about it. All I can tell you is that if I can work it, anybody can work it. So, but it's really a great system. It makes everything easy. It dials in even like as specific as the type of microphone, what kind of pickup the guitar is using, and it just makes everything super, super easy. So it's the first time I've kind of given that plug out, but it's just, I really was amazed this year at just the capability of this system. I've been blown away, and I learn more and more about it every week. So again, Delgado Guitars, La Tradición, Music Maker's Stage. We have Facebook pages and Instagram and all the different social media. Again, subscribe to Delgado Guitars. And once again, thank you, ladies. Let's give a round of applause. And a round of applause to our crew. We got the hard-working girls over here. There's Leela and Ava and Mama. Where's Mama? Julie? Oh, there you go.
There's my hand.
And
there's Oreo.
And Oreo's sleeping. So, but thank you for tuning in. Please tell other folks. And every Friday at 7 o'clock, you can check the Music Maker Stage website, and you'll see a calendar of the artists that we have coming up. We got some great shows coming up. We also try to do what we call equity in music. So we always want to make sure that we're showing a diversity of what this city is all about. So you're going to get to see a lot of different great artists on Friday nights. But I'll leave you with that, and until we see you next week when we go live for The Vibe, thanks for tuning in. Have a great weekend. God bless you. Yay! Yeah! Woo! Oh, wow. You did awesome.
Thanks for all your help. What a great crew you got working there,
Right?
too. Cutest crew in the business, too. You guys did awesome.
Oh, thank you. It sounded great. You had a lot of great folks tuning in. Yeah. Yeah. And I always forget to turn his eyes on. His eyes light up. Yeah. It's kind of cool. And you'll have to go back and check on YouTube because there was a lot of people commenting on YouTube. Yeah. We had somebody from China watching. Yeah. It was cool. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah.